Over the Alps is an exciting spy romp from the very start, and if you're looking for an alpine narrative adventure, then this could be the perfect game for you. As Over the Alps is a narrative adventure game, then you'll be picking the lines of dialogue and weaving your way through the story through a series of choices, be that in conversation with other characters or finding your way across a map. The game is presented in a beautiful postcard style with bright colours, great animation and a wonderful array of ambient sounds that really get you into the spirit for a spy caper. Over the Alps is set at the start of World War II, just as Hitler was putting his armies in place. Throughout the game you're given newspaper headlines for orientation, which adds a nice depth to the way the story is being told. The game is told from the perspective of the main character as he sends postcards back to his friend Aubrey as the adventure unfolds across the continent. The narrative, storyline and illustrations are written out on the postcards, so the visual aesthetics of the game is weaved well into the game mechanics. Stamps are used to pick the way you respond to questions and comments. You can act like a spy, act charming, act aggressive and so on. Your choices shape your adventure and the way characters respond to you. The stamps are colour coded, and when you make a selection they're peeled off and stuck on the postcards. Along your journey you'll stop off in a pub for a drink or maybe a fight, steal a car, maybe even a motorbike, all the while the cops are on your tail. It's probably best not to be too reckless on your journey, as too much carelessness and you'll alert the wrong kind of attention. The game feels like an Indiana Jones movie in a digital graphical form. Action-packed, fast, and it's a game that will stick in your mind for a long time afterwards. This is a narrative adventure game, so you're not controlling a character around a space, you're reading and making choices. However, there's something about this genre of games that really gets into your head and keeps you thinking. The writing, illustration and audio all tap into your imagination and unleash those creative thoughts to allow you, the player, to paint a picture in your mind, rather than have the game do the work for you. There's definite value in that, and it's something I hadn't discovered until recently. The graphics in the game are really striking, tapping into old poster design with the bright colours and really nice typography. The sound design is engrossing too, 1 minute on a platform at the train station, another with the wind rushing by, and then the clink and clatter of a kitchen. All the elements weave together really well and create a memorable experience. Over the Alps comes from Stave Studios, and I spoke to Sam Partridge on episode 37 of the This Week in Video Games podcast when this game was originally released for Apple Arcade. The team at Stave have experience with this genre with connections to Inkle, such as 80 Days and Heaven's Vault, and Fail Better Games with games like Sunless Skies, and that all shows here in Over the Alps. John Ingold and Catherine Neal take on the writing, and you can tell as the quality oozes out of this game like Gruyere cheese out of a croque monsieur. Overall, I definitely recommend this game. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, although I found it engaging, funny and it felt like a real adventure. If you're used to action games, then this may take a little bit of getting used to, as adventure narrative games are somewhere in between reading and playing a video game. You should give it a try because the writing is witty, it's sharp and you get pulled along with gusto in this spy alpine adventure. So the developer for this game is Stave Studios. It's available for PC and Apple Arcade, and it was released for PC on the 31st of March 2020, and I gave the game a final score of 79 out of 100. That's it for this review of Over the Alps, and thank you so much for watching. For more indie game content like this, hit that subscribe button down below, subscribe to This Week in Video Games, and if you want to be notified the next time I upload, then hit that bell button too. To join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, and you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, then liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out these other videos on the channel. Thanks again, I'll see you soon.